These 7 principles I want to share with you are critical to me, and they have helped me in the last 21 years. And if they have been of help to me, I believe fervently that they might be of help to you. They may not necessarily be of help to you, they may be of help to you. Now it might be prideful for me to say they will definitely be of help to you. Some of you here might be wiser than I am, and there's no problem with that. I always look forward to meeting smarter people than me, because when you meet people that are smarter than you, you learn from them and you become better. Are you with me? Now, these 7 things are critical, they are important, and I want to begin to share them with you. The number one thing I believe in the existence of a supreme being, God. I believe in the existence of a supreme being. I believe that without a supreme being, you cannot amount to nothing. Now, it does not matter who does not believe in it. The fundamental thing that you cannot take away from this life is there is a God who rules in the affairs of men. Are you with me? Yes. And how do I believe this God? I believe him through Jesus Christ. Through Jesus Christ. Now, some people believe him through Buddhism. Some believe him through Shintoism. Some believe Confucius. Some believe him through Muhammad and through many other things. But we are in a country where we have freedom of religion and there's freedom of expression. And so I have freedom to express myself in this place. And what I'm saying is that I believe in the existence of that which you have. But the kind of relationship I'm talking about is the kind of relationship like a man Gandhi had. Now, Mahatma Gandhi was a lawyer.
This bottle is the same thing as a horse. For some minutes. You understand?
No, it's not recorded. You recorded it. If you want to face
I want to give back to you. That is what I love, what ITC is doing. ITC has no reason for doing what they are doing right now. But I met Mr. Oparaji, I think 2005. And when we spoke, honestly, I perceived in him something that is unusual. Because of their limitation, I will not do what they have to do. Friends, I'm telling you this afternoon that you cannot afford to come to this world and live the world the way you met it. Now, carry 200 phones, but they had the record of Alexander Graham Bell, who invented telephone. Now, people like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and the rest of them, who revolutionized the industry. Are you with me? So, now, except you are driving a Jeep, and you are advancing the cause of humanity in your own area, the driving on that Jeep is useless. I'm not moved by Jeep. I'm not moved. Anything can happen. I had a land deal 2 weeks ago. We bought a land for 90 million. The true love for humanity. I could not speak this language at the age of 17. I schooled in the village, and in class 4 in secondary school, I was in a class with the people who represented our school in literary and debating. And something moved me to speak this language that I'm speaking to you today. And it was scattered. I wanted to went there. He didn't did it. Now note, I'm not saying that English language is the passport to victory. No, it's not. And it was scattered. And the president of the club, Mr. Tony Oluya, who is now a lecturer in Lautech, came to me and said, Taiwo, we understand your case. You know, that's class 4. Subsequently, when you come for our meeting, please speak Yoruba, we understand. We will pardon you. Yes. So I sat down, I began to the distinction. So they asked me, they said, what was, excuse me please, just calm down. They asked me to top NGOs in Nigeria. I've been a guest of Federal Ministry of Agric and Rural Development. I've been a guest in 2. If only you have been 5 minutes late, this boy will have been gone. I believe in all. I went to the university. I was admitted to study law. And as I got into the school, few weeks after we started registration, They pasted our names, 25 of us, that our admission had been withdrawn. When they told us our admission had been withdrawn, a lecturer called us and advised us that we should go and write JAMB again. And I said to myself, if you guys want to go and write JAMB again, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to write JAMB again. I was given an admission on merit. Nobody can take it away from me, so I headed for the court. So I sued this school. So the lecturer said, you can't sue and win. No. I said, let's see how it goes. So I went to court to sue Lagos State University, saying that you gave me admission. Now they told me that the admission was provisional. I said injunction to read law. So we came back to school. They gave me a matric number, temporary matric number. Year 1, I read law, temporary matric number. My case was in court. Year 2, I read law, temporary matric number. My case was in court. Year 3, I read law, temporary matric number. My case was in court. Year 4, I read law, temporary matric number. My name was in court. Year 5, first semester, I was reading law. My case was still in court. And it was as if we were not going to win. They may chase you away. Are you following what I'm saying? Yes. That is hope. Are we together? I went to a primary school, and my friend and I, we were playing. My friend called Dada, we were playing. And we were doing Jandy the Lover, a promoter, we were just jumping and going down. And I was 9 years old. So the branch threw up Dada, and he landed on the broken 2 branches with his tummy. So Dada was rushed to the hospital. So 2 days after Dada died. Now there was I, a young boy, I was traumatized. I was thinking. So that day I got to the class, and as I got to the classroom, my teacher, my primary 3 teacher looked at me and said, as from today, this boy, Taiwo, is the one who killed that Dada boy. Call him Eshu. That's devil. So from class 3, they started calling me devil. There was nothing I could do. I didn't have a good relationship with my friends to be able to go and meet them, put in a bucket. So we would take it very early in the morning, we go and throw it away. One morning, one of the boys was going to throw it away. I threw it many times. And one of the boys was going to throw it away. Those Okada people just came and yanked it away. Now it would have been okay. But he had to be punished because we could not afford to lose the bucket. Now, I believe in hope. But today the story is different. I'm married to a queen. My life has taken a new turn. I told you I'm just coming from, I've been consulting for UNICEF for 5 years now. There's no way UNICEF has not taken me to. I've spoken everywhere and to everybody. God has been so faithful and kind to me. If anybody tells me, the one inside the brothel, I slept with them. Now listen, when they were saying there was HIV, I said there couldn't be HIV because I said HIV is an American invention to discourage sex. Because I couldn't believe that my life could be that, I could be doing that much and not have HIV. But somehow. But now, 10 years before I got married, I stopped sleeping with women. 10 years. For 10 good years, I didn't get close to a woman. For 10 years. Are we together? There is possibility of hope. I used to be fraudulent. I told you about possibility. It doesn't, you see, people who look down on people, they are myopic. This lady here can be the first lady of a state tomorrow. Now, it depends on how she sees herself. You don't limit yourself because you came to ITC. Now, it is not about ITC, it is about you. Are we together? Now, a lady was going to get married, true life story. And she was going to get married on the day of the wedding, the boy disappeared. The boy didn't show up. The lady was weeping. They said, I don't weep, no problem. God will do a better one. So what happened? The lady later got married. But the driver came. Who was the driver? It was that guy that jilted the lady. Let me tell you, if you are in the habit of having cliques, listen to me. If you are in the habit of having cliques, this is my clique. You are in the habit of looking down on people, you are myopic. This world is an unpredictable world. Now when I was growing up, when I went to do I did my chamber court attachment in my hometown. I saw some of my friends that we grew up together. One of them, as I was walking into the court, chained. He was an accused person. Are we together? Yes. When you decide to take a decision to move forward, you will move forward. The only question you need to ask is that, how do I move forward? What is the requirement of moving forward? You will move forward. It is, you know, a living dog is better than a living elephant. A living ant is better than a dead elephant. Number 4, I've shared with you 3. The number 4 thing I believe in self-improvement. Self-improvement is important. I don't watch home video as a matter of principle. If I go to a place and they are showing it, as a matter of fact, I have the capacity to weaken my mind. Every time you see me, you always see me with a book. And I'm not reading to show knowledge. I'm reading because there are issues in my life that I need to deal with. So I'm seeking for knowledge. I did not get out of where I was out of wishful thinking. I didn't just sit down because, no. What I did was that, number 1, I took responsibility for my situation. After I took responsibility, I found out what I needed to do to come out of my situation. After I found out what I needed to do to come out of my situation, I subscribed, notes, and submitted to the healing process. Now, what is subscription? A lot of us buy newspaper, that is subscription, but we don't read it. When you a lot of people buy books, they just put it at home. But when you subscribe to something, you must submit to it. You know, like I'm sharing with you today, you may He said, how do you read? I said, how do you eat? Because my position is that each time I'm eating, I remember there's another part of my, because as a human being, food only nourishes the body, isn't it? Now there are other things that nourish of your mind, your will, and your emotion. Those things must be fed. Some people are too emotional. They are too emotional to make a difference. They are too emotional to grow up. They are too emotional to impact people. They cannot take any insult from anybody. They don't understand that another mother in Israel, there's no problem with that. There's no problem with being a mother in Israel. But she now wants everybody to worship her. Or the pastor wants everybody to worship him. There's no man that is needed to be worshipped. Only God. And if people are trying to worship you, you have a responsibility to redirect them. If God does not remove from your position, he removes himself from the work, and the work will not grow. That's what he does. Are we together? Read newspaper. No, what cannot help you. What are they talking about? They are showing wealth. After you have seen ovation, after you have seen it, you'll be frustrated because ovation is showing you wealth. It's not showing you how to get it. We will have this money. We will have this money. Forget about it. You won't have money if you don't do what you have to do to have money. Money does not jump on anybody. Even if God is going to bless you with money, God blesses you with. So the American is better. He's sagging. Listen to me. He's sagging and he's making millions. You go to sober, still they claim that it's productive. And when you are involved in self-improvement, it will show you what is productive. What kind of sites do you visit? You go to the internet, you chat from morning till night. That chatting, if you are into Yahoo, there's no hope for you. On my area of interest, not of how many I've read. Because there's a place I want to go. That place that I want to go, I look at people that have gone there. So I want to find out what they have done. I want to win Nobel, for God's sake. I want to win Nobel. Now, Obama just won it. I want to. That's the kind of dream I have. I mean, you know, I've been on Nigerian TV many times. But anytime I'm on Nigerian TV, I'm not satisfied. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not in Ibadan. My papers. No, 5 of them were my paper. My own thinking, my own invention. I'm an inventor. I invent words. Are we together? So what do you want to invent? Are you not tired of using computer? Don't want your name to go down as a maker of computer? Are you not tired of sharing? I was in Ibadan, they were sharing people's philosophy. Now, those people that said all those philosophy, they are come and gone. Now, how many years did Maslow go? Between when Maslow went and now, life has changed. A lot of things have changed. When you come and share Pythagoras theorem and you share all those things, that is why it's not changing people's life. That's why people are leaving the university and are not making any difference. Because the education in the university is not people. In that he was rich, he became poor, so that through his poverty, you might become rich. He said, according to what the Lord Jesus Christ said, that it is not an award to me, I don't collect it. It is not an award. When you win Nobel, Nobel is an acknowledgement of your contribution, and they will not give you some money, which is to help you to advance the cause you stand for. Not that somebody will say he's giving me a award, now say I should come and pay money for advert, pay more money. Rubbish. What is the quality of the award? That's what such awards don't last. Are we together? The world has no record for takers. The world has record for givers. Make up your mind to be a giver, but you cannot give what you do not have. That's why self-improvement comes in. Now, I can't pick the mic now and be talking to you. Now, King Sunny Ade, how many of you know King Sunny Ade? He says he spends 12 hours in the studio rehearsing alone, composing his song. If Sunny Ade did not go into the laboratory and turn out song, which one are you going to sing? You need to be original. There is something in you. Is a Nobel Prize winner from Kenya. That lady did not come to Nigeria. If time is not on your side, how long do I have? This is not instructive. If time is not on your side, so you have 1 minute, you have 2 minutes, and I'll round up. Okay, that's how to do it. Now, that's the implication of that. That's the meaning of that. So if you say, sir, you have 5 minutes more, I understand that. Are we together? Now, Wangari Maathai was in Kenya doing her work, and Nobel noticed her and brought her out and gave her an award, isn't it? So you need to focus. You see, you are a computer person. Because you say computer is not money, you don't buy slippers, you buy fully and bones. You put them together, you decide it by design. So because this computer is not the only thing I'll be doing fully by design. Now, I'm not attacking multiple streams of income. No, that's what I'm saying. If you want multiple streams of income, don't be the one in charge of everything. You have 24 hours, how much can you do? Delegate. I'm able to undo some other things for you. Are we together? Focus is important. In Nigeria, we don't know how to focus. We are always jack of all trades, master of none. Are we together? That's number 5. Is that number 5? Yes, number 6 now. I believe in mercy. MERS. I work with people who make terrible mistakes. But I remember that I also have made mistakes before, and I'm still making, and I will continue to make. Each time I do perfect, if you're perfect, you won't need to relate with anybody, you won't need anybody again. The reason why a guy was telling me about it, I said, go back to your wife, you are selfish. All these things that you are saying, you are just talking about yourself. And do sport. Now, this your wife, when you are relating with anybody, and the person is showing you problem, what the person is telling you is that I need help, help me. When you descend to the person's level, then you are the same. Call yourself a mentor, call yourself a leader. You can't have the same challenge that the people are following you have. Why are they following you? If pastor has the same problem congregation has. Now, pastor has his own problem. He can only have the problem that only pastors have. Now, congregation have their own problem. Congregation can only have the problem congregations have. That's why there's an under shepherd over them to help them through their problem. When pastor is now caught masturbating, not the kind of challenge we expect you to have. Because how much you give, much is expected. If you want to be forgiven, you have to forgive others. If you want people to take it easy with you, you need to take it easy with others. Life is about showing up. If you don't forgive, you will not be forgiven. There's nothing you can do about it. Pray from now till tomorrow. If you are not merciful, you will not get mercy. Now, number 7, which is the last one as I drop this mic. Number 7 is character. Character, very important. Very important. Now, some people will say, the girl can now and say that barrister. Now, if you say there is nothing happened, you'll say, why did you give her a ride alone? You alone to get that. You are going. Either in the afternoon or in the night or whatever. Now, I have a way of protecting my integrity above board. Now, you can't catch me at home alone with a lady that is not my wife. Now, you can't catch my wife alone at home with a lady that is not her husband. It's not possible. Are we together? Now, let me round up with this word. Billy Graham is a word evangelist. He said, when money is lost, nothing is lost. Nothing is lost. When money is lost, what is lost? Now, money, you can reproduce it. Poverty is in the mind, money is in the mind. If you lose it, you reproduce it. Nothing is lost when money is lost. Are we together? Now, When health is lost, something is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. Something. When character is lost, what is lost? All is lost. There are people today who don't have character. There are people today who say the country has become a lion's den. So I have to look for my own too. But a good name is better than silver and gold. And a good name will speak for you any day. Friends, I round up by letting you know this. This statement was made by a man in German under Nazi. And that's the last thing I want to say. Now, when Hitler took over power, when Hitler was voted into power, now Hitler was riding roughshod on the right of the people. And the elites that could do something about it kept quiet, they didn't do anything. Then Yomela came and said, they came for the Jews. You said you were not a Jew. The Jews were taken. They came for the Catholic. You said you were not a Catholic. Catholic were taken. They came for the Protestants. You said you are not a Protestant. The Protestants were taken. They came for the labor people. You said you are not a labor person. The labor people were taken. They came for the computer guru. You said you are not a computer guru. The computer guru were taken. By the time they came for you, everybody has been taken. You don't know that when you are selfish, you are against yourself. But when you are generous, you have an open mind. You are for yourself. Because he that is wise for himself. He that showeth mercy does himself good. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, I have learned. I don't know about you. I learned about character. Let me tell you, everything is character. You understand? Please, let's put our hands together for Barrister once again. If they say jealousy is bad, let me be bad. Sir, I'm jealous. Of that knowledge, we need that knowledge. Thank you once again, sir. Alright, the show must go on. Next on the agenda is our computer bonanza. Please, know you have not put in your ticket on that small basket. Please do that now. Because 10 minutes from now, we'll be giving out these computers. Please, if you know you've not put in your ticket, just show by your hands, please. Somebody don't need sleep. No go club, you know here. Every night, club. You don't call graduation in sleep. Listen, nobody should wake anybody. Please. This is another announcement for you. We told you before, there's a consultant that needs 3 ladies and 2 guys. If you know you are one of them, just pen down your name and your number. Okay? Anyhow you see me, you can just give me, right? And if you know there is a producer in the house, there's a lot of people that love to go into acting. There's a producer in the house. Still me if you know you want to be part of that. Alright, while we prepare for the computer bonanza, let's call our DJ. DJ, I don't know your name, but I believe from the look of things. Alright, DJ, are you with me? Because I'm with you. I am still last with this equipment for one burial. I don't know, maybe this is the same equipment, child. Alright, let's feel that music while we prepare for the computer bonanza. Thank you.
See the picture in writing, I need the answer for I. Maybe do your best, so I don't do the rest. Even I get the the
I don't say you sabi. If you have some.
When we were walking around and he saw this soup, he wanted to buy it and he was running out of cash. He beckoned on me, give him some money. I told him I won't play that game. So he wanted to sell out his handset and buy the soup. Somebody said I am smart. I am smart. I played smartness. Just stay where you are. I have with me here, please if I didn't pronounce your name very well, you know.
Stay here like this, okay? And shoot it. Just watch.
Omo ye win Osejibo.
Push on one so don't shake your hand.
Orode. Rosalie Yemisi. We have Ijoma Eve Lulobi. Messi Adebayo. Elijah Monday. Another good luck. Olakin Olusegun. I have with me here Rejoice Omale. Adim David. I have with me here Jennifer Taiwomi. Ihoma Franca. Ihoma Franca, you. Justin Azege.
Where are you?
Joseph Azege. Femi Ijamu Lucy. Magdalene Sunday. Peter Clever. Peter Clever. Onye. Those who are standing up. Let me tell you something. I line up properly. If I don't want to have you at the back, just come to the front. If you are shorter than I am and there is somebody taller than you, stay in his front, no problem.